Hey YouTube, Matty's A12 Team JMT here with Dustin Manley. Now, Dustin, we've played together at our local, the Lowe's Guardian for a year and a half, 2 years now, give or take. And of all the trips in these past two and a half years, maybe, that we've been able to go to YCSs and the big cash events and regionals and everything, we have never been able to take you with us. So this is your first regional ever at St. Louis this past weekend. And well, I'll let you tell the story. We're on our way up here, and what was the discussion?
Well, I decided to build a deck and going on no sleep, not having anything really put together.
Yeah, you worked the night before.
I worked the night before, and I'm just like, I really want to play Constellars because I'm comfortable with it. I've played the deck before. I had all the stuff sitting with me, so why not make it? So on my half amount of sleep, I put it together, and I had way too many monsters in it.
Oh yeah, and you start reading off this deck list to me as we're driving,
and it just made no sense to him.
Yeah,
and which is, I still haven't slept yet, and now it's 36 hours,
give or take. Yeah,
give or take.
And you topped the event. You got your invite, and
got 46th out of 303 people. So
yeah, you're feeling pretty good about that.
Yeah.
But basically, yeah, you had like 19 monsters, 20 monsters in it, something stupid like that. No offense, it was something stupid. And we cut it down
to 17. It was more than that.
It was, it was a bunch more than that. Yeah. But yeah, so we had a bunch of monsters, and I was like, no, dude, we're gonna make Pallades, and then we're gonna give you a bunch of back row that is gonna do what you want Pallades effect to do to begin with. So you can save Pallades effect for what you have to use it for, not what you want to use it for.
And it actually worked out pretty well.
Yes, so let's get into this deck profile. This is your Constellar build. Well, I guess our Constellar build. Yeah. Do I get any credit in this?
No.
A little?
No. You get your link down below.
I get my link down below. Fair enough.
All right. 3 costs.
Of course.
Of course.
Why aren't these dual terminal yet? You picked up dual terminal ones today.
I did, but I didn't have time to swap them over.
Fair enough. All right, now this guy, up to twice per turn, you can increase the level of a Constellar monster by 1.
Incorrect, and you can also do it permanently.
Permanently? Ooh.
It doesn't end at the end of the turn. So if I'm sitting there and I go ahead and I already have one out, and let's say I only need to pop one up a level. Let's say I actually have 2 of these guys out. Sometimes I'll pop over 1 level on one thing and just leave it sitting there.
Just leave it sitting there just to have it up a level.
Let's say he's the only guy out. I'll pop him up a level and leave him there. Then next turn, if they draw into Veiler, they're not going to negate it.
Yeah.
He's already 5.
All right, what's next?
3 Pollux. Somewhere.
He's like, there's another one in there somewhere.
Yeah.
Now this guy is essentially caster for the Constellar monsters. Exact same thing, nearly the same stats and everything. Same condition and all.
Yeah. And 3 Sombre.
Which is Kirkion. Yeah.
One of my favorite cards in the deck. 3 Elemental Heroes Stratos.
That's, what is it?
It's Sheraton.
Sheraton.
Constellar Sheraton. He searches out for any Constellar monster and adds it to your hand when he's normal summoned.
Yeah. But yeah, it's essentially Stratos.
Yeah. He's only got 700 attack, but he's got a good butt on him. 19 defense if you're in the defensive. I run 2 Elgetti.
Now, Elgetti is
the normal summon. You can special summon another one from your hand.
So it's Marauding Captain. So not only do you have double caster or triple caster along with triple Kirkion and the Pollux and Sombre, but you also have 2 Marauding Captains of sorts.
Correct. Now, here's one of my favorite cards. Rashalig.
I
think I'm saying that right at least.
Sure.
But he's essentially a 4th Sombre. He's also a 4th Cost.
A 4th Cost. So what exactly does he do?
He is essentially, you pull him out, you tribute him, and then you special summon 1 Constellar monster from your graveyard in face-up defense.
So he's essentially any copy of these guys that you need at the time.
Or, if you need that out,
Ooh, you could get out your Exceed monsters?
Ladies. Defense. You don't get your material.
You don't get the material, but
what happens when you go pull that back? There's my M7.
Yeah.
Or pull that back
and make Guy Charger. Yeah, it's
essentially just a really easy way to pull it out. And you know, it's all up to you guys. I just really like the card.
Yeah. As a one-of, he doesn't seem bad, especially for game one.
I mean, you could always side it out like I did.
Yeah.
I would side him out just to lower the monster count.
Yeah.
One bear.
There.
Only ran one. Tinky at 2. It's not really needed it more than that.
Yeah, because you're going to search for costs.
Correct. One honest.
Honest.
Beautiful. 3 duality.
All right, so that's all the monsters. How many did you say it was? 17?
Yeah.
Okay.
17. I do
spells.
3 duality.
Now, a lot of your plays are built off of Pallades, in which you have to special summon him.
After he comes out, what are you going to do the rest of the time? Does it really hurt you to hold on to a pot of duality for a turn?
No.
You make your Pallades for one turn, and the next turn you get to pick the top 3 cards off your deck and choose which one you want.
Fair enough. What we got next?
Triple MST.
Seems good.
Get that pesky back row out of the way and those fiendish chains.
Yep.
Basically 3 Rhoda.
Fair enough. You
got your Rhoda and your 2 Tinky. Start your Beast Warriors with Tinky, and then your Rhoda pulls your caster.
Yeah,
as a matter of speaking.
Yeah.
1 Lance.
1 Lance?
I felt more than that wasn't needed.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it a little bit on the way up here. I thought we bumped that up to 2.
We have 1 in the sideboard.
There's 1 on the side?
I didn't really see a need, and every time I drew it, most of the time, it sat there. I didn't need it. My traps took care of everything.
Is that because of the 3 MSTs?
And I would say that's part of the reason. And the 3 potted dualities fetch my MSTs.
Okay. All right, what's next?
Book of Moon.
Book.
And Darkhold.
I mean, those are the basic staples that are left in the game now.
Correct. And that's 12 magic.
All right.
For my traps.
Now, the ideal was we're going to make Pallades and protect him with 3 or 4 back row.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
Yeah,
so.
at least. Most of the time I ended up just setting 2, but that's how it goes.
Yeah.
I didn't run any Veilers, but 3 Fiendish Chain.
3 Fiendish Chain in the main deck.
And the reason that is so broken in this deck is unless the monster is destroyed, Fiendish Chain just sits.
Okay.
That's an extra Pallades target if you have nothing else to hit. I hit my own Fiendish Chain, put it in my hand, set it again, and
just
therefore
reuse it and
I get to reuse it.
And reuse it. That's dumb. That's unfair.
1 bottomless. 2 mirror forces for pushes.
Yeah. You can punish bad players with that card so much.
I can. 1 warning.
Warning, of course.
1 deprison, miscut.
That's cool.
1 torrential, again bad players.
Yeah.
1 extra Pallades effect.
Yeah, 1 compulse.
And then 1 safe zone.
Safe zone. That's interesting.
Yeah, it's just pretty much it can protect my own monsters, but
and
the thing I like...
It's kind of a 2-sided sword on this, too, because like you said, you can protect your own monster, but you can hit your opponent's monster with it, too, right?
Correct. I will sit there, and I'll activate it on your monster, activate Pallades effect, bounce safe zone to my hand, and I will destroy your monster.
Yes, because...
Let's say it's something you don't need. I don't need you to have back in your hand.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just safe zone's an easy out.
Yeah, safe zone it. You bounce the safe zone back in your hand. When safe zone leaves the field, the monster is destroyed. So yeah, I mean that's good.
And then I get to go set my safe zone.
Set the safe zone. All right, let me see the extra deck.
All right, extra deck.
Now the extra deck we were still very tentative on going into the event because I really don't think we had it set right.
I don't think we do either. I'm running 1 high 80s.
Okay.
And I ran that because of XYZ Encore, but I didn't see it at all.
Okay, because you don't have very many level 3s in the deck. So what you were expecting was your opponent's going to use the Encore and force you into a situation where you were going to have to go to a rank 3.
Right. And I mean he's easily another M7.
Yeah.
And if I have enough protection, he's an M7 that's going to have 3 material.
Okay.
one emerald. I didn't make that at all today.
Yeah, I don't really think that was really needed at all.
I think actually it needed to be a cowboy.
Cowboy?
Been a couple games where I could have cowboyed and win.
We didn't have cowboy in there?
No.
We're bad at this.
I know. Level chain.
Really?
I know that sounds bad, but I've used it to set up my
which you told me that it paid off several times for you.
I've used it to set up sombres. I've used it to set like a bear on top of my deck or whatever else I needed. You know.
All right.
One of the MVPs today, Diamond Dire Wolf.
Diamond Dire is so good.
I mean, he really is. It's just that light imprisoning mirror. There's my answer.
Yeah. What we got here?
2 Constellar Omega.
2 Omega? Alright.
You know, basically it's a built-in infestation infection.
Yeah, his materials become pandemics.
Plus, if you have Tinky out, he's a beast warrior.
Oh, he's a beast warrior, so he's 25.
I mean,
That's
just
good.
if you have it.
If you have it, yeah, that's fair.
1 Prelapse.
What is this guy?
During the damage step, he can, when he attacks or is being attacked, you can detach 1 material and give him an extra 1,000 attack. So he essentially becomes a 3,400 getting over anything in your way.
Well, that's any Constellar, right? Not just himself?
I do believe so, actually.
Yeah, it's
any Constellar.
Yeah.
I mean, normally he was out by himself, but
yeah,
somebody sets a crazy box out there on you or something.
Fair enough.
Speaking of which, crazy box.
Now, why did you have the crazy box in there?
It's a 3,000 beat stick that I can set there like a wall. And not just that, I can back it up with Eradicator.
Eradicator, you pulled that off?
Correct. This deck used to be the only way to get Eradicator pulled off in this deck, or deck Devi, was to go in to Ardrias, Keeper of Armageddon.
Yeah.
But now with Crazy Box, I've got so many level 4s, it's just like making them easy.
Yeah.
Easy mode.
Alright, what else we have?
Shark Fortress. Wins games.
Fortress wins games. Dude, this card is so good.
Never pulled it once today, but wins games.
It does. It does. It's so good. Like, people don't understand how good that card actually is.
I mean, just your opponent cannot select other monsters for attacks than itself anyways.
Yeah.
So if I was to pull this out
and it just be that card. It's good by it's good by
it's
itself.
good without materials.
Yeah.
So it's still relevant. Another card that steals games. Volcasaurus.
Yes.
Steal games all the time with that.
Ring of Destruction.
Ring of Destruction. With a built-in Ring of Defense.
Yeah.
Alright, and the main star of the deck, in Pallades we trust.
In Pallades we trust.
Detach 1 to bounce any card on the field.
He has built-in Compulse, but it's for any card.
And he is a fast effect.
Yes.
The only time he cannot activate is during the damage step.
Yes. And what are the last 2?
An M7, of course.
Yes. And
then to go with that.
And Gaia Charger.
Correct.
Alright, show me the one card out of your side deck that was the most important.
Agero Trampa.
Argero Trampa?
Otherwise known as Trapple.
Really? How good was this card for you?
Alright. Bottomless Trap Hole being at 1, Bottomless could stop specials.
Yeah.
But we have so many decks out right now, like other Constellar decks, or even, Evil Swarm. You have Perkion, gives you an extra normal. So I have this set, and I'll wait on your second normal summon, I go, Trap Hole, you're set with a Kirkion out.
Yes,
or 1
Pollux. 1600 or
1 Pollux.
Yeah, it's so good, guys. That's so good. All right, man. I appreciate it. Congratulations on your first regional and your first regional top. I hope we have many, many more in the future.
All right. Have a good one.
Subscribe, comment down below. Show us how much you love us.